guys, this is going to be another first impression video of the deck Affirmators. Was just checking if I'm in frame. So this deck I won, which happens more often than I would have expected it, you know, with decks, and but I'm kind of on the side of thinking that, you know, if a deck needs to be in your collection, even if it's just for a period of time, it's going to find its way into your collection. So, you know, for some reason I kind of have to have this deck. But yeah, I won this deck from the lovely Becca, who was really sweet, because she sent out a copy and then it got lost, and then for some reason, I don't know why, but you know, lucky me, she had another one and she was so kind and sent it out the second copy, and that one arrived. So, you know, this deck really wanted to be here, or you know, it didn't, I don't know, the first one didn't, the second did. I kind of went through the cards and I looked at them, and there's not a lot to say about the guidebook because there's no guidebook for this one. This is an Affirmators deck, and this is a Knock Knock, the company or publishing. I don't even know what they classify themselves as. It's an LLC, if that helps. But the only thing which I really don't like is the packaging. As you can see, I think you can see, you cannot really store this deck anywhere, and I will look into how to tighten the inside. Maybe I will glue something here, another layer, so that would keep the deck more tighter, because honestly, even if I store it just like this, it can still slide out, and the cards could fall out, which is kind of annoying. I could never do that, and then, you know, just take it off. But other than that, I kind of like this packaging. So if, you know, if it would be a bit more snug and a bit harder to, you know, get it out and put it back, it would be a really cool way to package a deck, actually. So these are 50 affirmation cards to help to help you help yourself without the self-helpiness. So I've seen their decks, the one that I actually wanted at some point, and then I made my own relationship related oracle, so I kind of didn't get more of those. Maybe I will at some point, but they have a relationship oracle which I've seen, so I knew the style of the deck. And by the way, let's see, can you see the hollow? Oh, by the way, my nails are matching because I have hollow speckles in my nails, so it's totally, you know, by accident, but I just love that. So I knew the style, and I like that. It's a funny deck, but not in a, oh, it's funny and maybe making fun of a situation. It's just, it has a good sense of humor, I think. So this is the outside of the box. If you want to read it, where should I put this one? I'm gonna put the unicorn here. The size, so it has a ribbon, which is very useful. The size is a bit smaller than a regular oracle size. This is my relationship oracle that I mentioned, and this is the regular size on the Making Playing Cards website. And this is, I don't know the centimeters, which is weird, but I know that it's 3.5 by 5 inches, because that size uses inches more so than, you know, millimeters are in brackets, and I kind of remember more easily about the inches. But, you know, as you can see, it's smaller, which this would be my preferred size for my own oracle, actually, if, you know, Make Playing Cards would make this size, but they don't. But yeah, it's a bit smaller, so the 50 cards and the cardstock is kind of thin, so, which doesn't necessarily is a bad thing, because you can hold it even if your hand is small like mine. You can hold the whole deck, which I like it. There's two extra cards and this is just you know, some advertisement about their other decks, and how you can, you know, find other people. And then these are the how to use the cards. And so this is pretty much just the guidebook if you want to look at that, and then some information about who made the deck. Illustrations by Naomi Sloman, and Susie Barrett is the copyrighted name, so I would assume that the text is coming from her or them. I don't really see anything else, but yeah, if you want to read it, you know. But pretty much is that the first sentence, there's no wrong way to use these cards. You can just pull one, read it when you need it, read it with other cards. And there are bonus cards, 10 bonus cards, which are like extra, you know, wisdoms, if you want to look at those. And they have different colored backgrounds, and I went ahead and, you know, separated the cards because I wanted to see if there was some sort of a logic or system in the colors, because, you know, human brain trying to find patterns. But these are the bonus cards, which I will show you in a second. But yeah, and I don't think I will gonna, you know, do a flip through, because you either want this deck or don't. I don't know, do let me know if you want me to film a flip through. At this moment, I don't think I need to do one. I will just show you a few cards, but I wanted to show, like, there are two from this color, which is very similar to this one, but there's a tiny, like, this is purplish, this is bluish. There's two, a tiny bit of variation, but 3, and then 4 pinks, I think 4 or 5 pinks, no, just 4. And then yellows, which has more, and then the blue, which has, I think, the most, and then another one is the light blue. I did not notice anything that would connect these cards, you know, by color. Like, for example, if you look at the yellow, we have impermanence, magic, gratitude, vitality, don't take it personally, everyone's a teacher, generosity, and confidence. These are all really cool keywords and concepts, but I don't see, I mean, do let me know if you see some whole theme with them. That could be a reason behind the colors. Maybe they just, you know, this one looked good because it has a sun, and, you know, because of that it's fitting. I don't know. Like I said, I didn't really see anything, which kind of bums me, because, you know, if there's a color, like there are different amount of colors, I want to know why. Like, honestly, it's just, you know, we always go back to the, give me that one line that, hey, we just liked how they looked, and that's all, and I will be happy. But yeah, it's about just, I think it's just a personal choice, but I don't know, because it's not mentioned. I like this one because she looks like Mary Poppins on a motorbike. And the text are like playfulness. I am a playful participant in life, and I always have the option to make something a fun game rather than a heavy burden. Mary Poppins, Mary Poppins puts sugar in the medicine for a reason. That lady really knows how to party. Well, you know, you could say that. But we have joy with popcorn and friendliness with a crocodile, and stuff like that. And the texts are like, whenever I smile, I make someone's day better. Absolutely. I do think that, you know, smiling is important. What a cool way to buy happiness for free. Today I will remember what an awesome power I hold, and I'll take joy in improving lives simply by giving away greens like crazy. Note, in a pinch, money will also work. So I do think that you can only use this deck if you're generally in a good mood. You know, when you're trying to battle depression, for example, I don't think that I would be using this deck. Simply reason because I would get annoyed with all the, oh, you can just be happy and, you know, everything is better, because when you're feeling really low, it kind of feels like an insult. and it's really hard not to snap back at the statement with negativity. And it's not the deck's fault, it's just I think how humans, or at least my mind works, you know, my personal experience. When I'm looking for something because I've been in a really bad place, I'm not looking for this deck. But I hope, you know, things will get settled in the world soon for the better, and we can go back in a more calmer state. This could be something that I would just pull a card from to do something extra, as in a way of extra happiness, you know, like pull something that would add to my day in a positive way. For that, I think it's an absolutely great deck, and I want to use it for that. But like I said, right now it's not the time for this one. But it doesn't mean that, you know, I want to use it. And there are the extra cards. It's very hard to, you know, film in the side bay and not see the the screen. So I'm really sorry if, you know, I go out of screen. I'm sure I'm gonna get used to it. So we have the extra cards are just the keywords: spontaneity, strength, patience, nature, manifestation, abundance, forgiveness, communication, sanctuary, and perseverance. And then you have a longer text. So spontaneity is: do you like spontaneous adventures of the highest caliber? The only acceptable answer to this question is yes. So buckle up, Charlie. And then, you know, an asterisk, there is pretty good chance your name is not Charlie. Yes. You're about to take a wild ride through the unexplored, unconventional, and underrated. You're about to learn that yes is a magic word with the power to unlock new dimensions in space, time, and after hours hangouts. Yes will lead you to experiences you didn't think possible, and teach you that lifelong friendships are sometimes lurking just behind the karaoke singer's mullet. So I kind of feel like that if you want to, you can separate the deck and use this in an advice card, for example, in a reading. These cards will, I mean, most of them can work as an advice, but these are, so to speak, bigger concepts, though I don't really see why. I mean, if you think about it, how get centered works and spontaneity, they are in the same scale, I guess, or weight to me. But you know, you can if you can choose to, you know, like use them separately or just mix them up however you want. So yeah, like I said, I'm not sure if I want to do a flip through. If you guys are interested, please do let me know, and I will, you know, film one, because I kind of feel like you don't need to definitely see all the cards. You can decide if you want it just based on a few ones. It's not like a tarot deck, but you know, I don't want to decide it for you. So if there are people who would like to see that, I will make sure to post it. But I was thinking about, you know, pulling a card for everybody who's watching, and you know, just show you that it shuffles really nicely. And I'm not a big riffle shuffle, as you know. I can't bridge it back. That's something that I cannot do, and not yet. Maybe. Oh, look! Ooh, with that card I can. Well, I mean, with the deck, it's even possible. So, yeah, I think the shuffleability, yeah, that's a word, is a good one. So let's get one card for people who are watching. What should we do? How can we add the unicorn? Because, you know, bunny riding a unicorn to our day today. Okay, let's get 2 bonus cards. Okay, forgiveness and communication. Yeah, I will hold it up but read it out for you. So forgiveness. Congratulations, you're being given one of the most powerful superpowers there is, forgiveness. Imagine that you've been bitten by a radioactive forgiver. The point is you suddenly have the ability to forgive people for their flaws, their bad days, their unkind moments, and their mistakes. And the best thing about forgiveness is that you can apply it to yourself too. Have fun building your new power. But remember, with great forgiveness comes great inner peace. And that last sentence is so true. With communication, wonder how that other person's feeling. Ask them, wish that they knew how you were feeling. Tell them, you've just been drafted into the communication army where there is a strict do ask, do tell policy. Speak with kindness and gentleness and reach an understanding. If you don't, assumption will just make asses of everyone, including the person who came up with that aphorism. I kind of like that, by the way, you know, that assumption makes an ass out of you and me. So yeah, be kind to yourself, communicate better. I think those are both good advices. And like I said, communicate with me. Do let me know if you want a flip through. And thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.